Hello, I'm David Gergen. I'm privileged to serve as the director of the Center for Public Leadership at the Harvard Kennedy School, a center that's now celebrating its 10th anniversary. About a century ago, as the 1900s opened, there was great celebration in the world and the expectation that the 20th century would be a golden century for mankind. Peace had held out in Europe since the days of Napoleon. There was growing trade among countries. New technologies were coming online. People were very, very excited about the prospects for the 20th century. And then what happened? Well, in the next 50 years, we had the bloodiest half century in all of human history. We had Second World War. The economy went over a cliff all over the world. We had the Great Depression. Lord Keynes was asked, have we ever seen anything like this before? He said, yes, it was called the Dark Ages. People lost hope. And we spent much of the 20th century recovering from those bad years. And the question then arose, well, what happened? Why did the world go off track in the early 20th century? There were many answers offered, but one was offered that I find persuasive by a British military historian, John Keegan. And he said, if you really want to understand the 20th century, the political history of the 20th century, you can find it in the biographies of 6 men. Biographies of 6 men. Now, if there had been women, it clearly would have been better, wouldn't it? But the 6 men were, and you might think about this, there were Lenin, Stalin, Hitler, Mao Zedong, Churchill, and Franklin Roosevelt. Now think about that. 4 of those 6 were tyrants. They were terrible leaders. Had it not been for the other 2, Churchill and Roosevelt, the world would have been very different and very dark indeed. So bad leadership took us over a cliff, and we were saved by good leadership. That's an important lesson for us as we begin the 21st century, and an important lesson for us here at the Center for Public Leadership, because the 21st century opened with a similar sense of great, great optimism about where we were going. And now, 10 years later, there's a sense we're in trouble. Things have gotten darkened again in the economic field, political field, and there's a sense that our leaders are failing us. And what's so important now is that we create, grow, nurture, encourage a new generation of leaders here in America and all over the world. People who are talented, idealistic, ethical, and care about the state of things. That's what we're about here at the Center for Public Leadership. That's what we've devoted ourselves to. And we welcome you to our website to learn more about us. And there you'll find, if you look closely, that one of our main preoccupations at the center has been with the quality of our students and making sure that we draw these talented, idealistic, ethical students who can then become leaders for the future. So we've spent a lot of time creating fellowships here at Harvard for that, and now we have 6 fellowship programs that we at the center have helped to create with enormous assistance from very generous donors. We're enormously appreciative of the work they've done, and with their help with these 6 fellowship programs, we have students at the Kennedy School, School of Public Health, School of Education, the Business School, the Law School, the Medical School, all over Harvard. And this year we have some 70 students coming to Harvard under center-related fellowships. Altogether, we have an alumni body of about 300 fellows, and they're just terrific. That's part of what we do. We are here as well to work with students all over the Kennedy School and other parts of the university with seminars and workshops and people coming in to visit, to talk, to tell them about their life stories, their narratives. This last year, we had 1,500 students who participated in various programs here at the center, double what we had only 5 years ago. So this is a vibrant community, and we have other programs that we're offering for people who are not at Harvard. This last year, we started a program for young emerging Latino leaders from around the country, came from colleges all over the country. 28 came here for a week-long executive education program. We work with young global leaders from the World Economic Forum in Davos in Switzerland, come from all over the world here. 60 come in here for 10 days of executive education. We started a film festival this last year. We would like to start an African American program. We've started a women's education program. It's our commitment to work more and more with people who have been in the shadows of power and to make sure that they have their place at the table and can creatively and constructively lead this country in the world in the future. That's our commitment. And I'm happy to say that we, with the support of Dean David Elwood here at the Kennedy School, with the support of the Drew Faust, who's the president of the university, and with others, we have been building a strong faculty. That our faculty is twice the size as it was when we started 10 years ago. If you look through our website, you will find all sorts of people like Joe Nye, who was the dean of the school, who was in international relations, became very attracted, and he was one of the world-class scholars in international affairs, became attracted to the questions of leadership for the next generation, has become committed as part of our center now. There are many others who work with us. So this is an exciting project, but it's exciting and important. It's important because the world so clearly and so desperately needs a new generation of leaders. That's what this center is about. We would love to invite you to come join us. Come join us on our website. Come here to Harvard. We need financial support, frankly. We need a lot of other things. But most of all, this is something we would like to build, and we'd love your help. We'd love your interest. We'd love your support. Thanks.